welcome your headliner of the night.
As Oleg said, my name is Tara, and I am originally from the U.S., which means that I've been living here in Europe for about 3 years, pursuing my big American dream. Thank you. And that dream is having health care. Yeah, that's the fucking dream, right? Yeah. Some of you immigrants in here, make some noise, immigrants. Where you at? All right, nice to see you. I don't really know how to meet people in the city. I'm still struggling with that. I don't know how you single people do it, but I can't handle online dating. I really don't like it. And the thing is I just can't sense chemistry online. I can't, right? Through a fucking picture, no way, you know? Like, I like nights like tonight because I can see someone's eyes from across a room, and I can sense, like, wow, there is definitely a connection between us. And that connection definitely could be a visa. You know, like, that's the connection I want. Yeah, immigrants, no, fuck yeah. Yeah, I don't know if you guys can tell, I'm getting a little older, but I've been working on my look a lot lately. I've been investing in my look. I didn't realize how expensive it was to stay cute. Jesus. You know, I started getting my eyebrows done, which if you don't know what that means, it means I now pay 30 euros a month to look a little bit surprised all the time. I think it's just convenience, really. That way when a bro dude starts talking about cryptocurrency, you can pretend to look interested. Yeah. I'm kind of a crazy person. I'm kind of messed up, like legit crazy. I'm in therapy. Anybody else in therapy? Give me a cheer. Yes? All the cute little nerds are raising their hands. We're in therapy. What about people who are not in therapy but know they should be in therapy? Give me a cheer. All right, all of Berlin. I get it, yeah. No, I've been in therapy a while, and my therapist is very honest. She's very honest. It's good work, it's painful work. She said something that kind of hurt my feelings the other day. She said, Terry, you have been single such a long time. I'm pretty sure you're avoiding intimacy. I didn't like that at all. I'm like, I'm not trying to avoid intimacy, no. So I did what anyone would do, and I blocked her number. That's right, yeah. I'm anxious. It affects everything, right? Like, I date men. Sometimes women will flirt with me, though. And I'll get nervous, right? I'll get nervous, like, she's like, you know, the other day, this woman was touching my face, and she looks at me, and she just goes, Tara, what are you so afraid of? You guys, I panicked, and I just said, ghosts. Never heard from her again, no. My anxiety gets worse in the winter. It gets a lot worse in the winter. What my therapist tells me is that I need to stay connected. Her advice, make some friends. She's like, why don't you start by making friends with the German neighbor in your building? Right? You guys, my German neighbor is a nudist. I can't talk to him about my mental health issues. He's the one that creates them. I think our problems start in childhood. I grew up an only child, or as my single mother calls it, a surprise gift from God. Yeah, I was a Valentine's Day baby. Yeah, conceived on Valentine's Day and born on Halloween. The math works out. So I asked my mom, like, what was the plan? How did you decide to have me? She's like, well, one night your father just decided not to use a condom. I was like, why are you telling me this at age 7? But listen, don't feel too bad for me. I found it a great way to get back at my mom. Now, whenever I go home, I just show up unannounced. I just like knock on her door. I was like, hey mom, surprise little gift from God here. She's like, you're not supposed to be here. I'm like, I know. And you started it. Yeah, my mom used to always call me her little miracle, which I think is weird, because you know what increases the chances of a miracle? Banging without a condom. Yeah, she was like very overprotective, like super overprotective. Like to this day, she's overprotective. Do you guys remember when the aquarium exploded here in Berlin? Do you remember that? Yeah? Well, my mom from the US texts me, oh my God, are you okay? I was like, Mom, what the fuck? Like, what makes you think in a city of 3.7 million people that I was anywhere near her the aquarium. She goes, well, you always were one in a million. Yeah, kind of cute, kind of creepy. Yeah, I think 2023 is going to be my year, though. I'm feeling positive about it, feeling very good. I had a milestone birthday, guys. I turned fucking 40. Woo! Thank you. Yes. I am kind of shocked about it. Because that means that I'm at that age where I am a MILF with no children. That makes me an ILF. Yeah, that's who I am. I just struggle with confidence still. I still struggle with confidence. But I've been practicing gratitude, and I am so much more self-aware. Like, I used to be pissed when I'd be dating a guy, and then I would find out he thinks I'm a total loser. But guys, now I'm just grateful. Because we have something in common. Yeah. This is gonna get a little personal. It's gonna get a little personal and a little dark. But the thing is I do want a relationship, and I think it's important to look back on your past to try to understand your present. I think that's important. Have you guys heard this phrase that you're attracted to people like your parents? Yeah, bad news for some of you. Bad news for me, because guys, my dad died when I was young. If you have too much empathy, the jokes don't work. I'm glad you have it, but pull it back a little bit. I'm fine, I'm healing. But it's true, it is a phrase that you're attracted to people like your parents. So even though I never knew my dad, I find myself subconsciously attracted to people like my dad. Yeah, I don't hit on people at parties. I hit on them at funerals. It gets worse. The dead ones. And those of you not laughing, these are jokes. These are jokes. You guys, I don't actually date dead guys, no. Just dead emotionally. It feels like home. Yeah. Oh, too true. I don't actually get hit on in person a lot anymore, but what I do get is creepy Instagram messages. Yeah, I got one the other day from a guy that was like, hey pretty, are you looking for a daddy to spoil you and support you financially? Right? I was like, excuse me? I am a middle-aged working artist. Absolutely. Absolutely. But I'll only do it if he's super old. You know, like, I need this guy ready to go. You know, like, get me in that will and push grandpa off a cliff. I need this guy Joe Biden level dimension. Yeah, just seeing who likes dark jokes. You guys like dark jokes?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, one guy's like, fuck yeah, okay. He's been through some pain, okay. I am ready for a relationship. The problem with me is that I'm very an honest person, and that makes me a very bad flirt. It's true. Like the other day, like, you know, I was trying to think of like, oh man, what's my best pickup line? And it's this. You look like a guy I'd take the morning after pill for. Right? And like when you're single, people have a lot of questions. Like I was at the doctor's office the other day, and my doctor's like, who's your emergency contact? And I was like, I don't have one. And he's like, no, if you die, who do we call to clean up the body? And I was like, oh, definitely my fucking landlord. I said that joke the other day in Luxembourg, and nobody cheered. And I was like, oh, you fuckers are the landlords. Berlin, you get it, yeah. Yeah, but I was trying to think, like, who do I put as my emergency contact? And I was like, I don't know, the DJ upstairs? Like, I don't know. It's kind of crazy. I do want a relationship. I have been doing the work. And the thing is I started dating a long time ago. You know, like back in the day, if you wanted a boyfriend, you used to just poke a hole in the condom. You said you wanted it. Yeah, you got a man trapped in for 18 years. 18 years, or less than 6 weeks in Texas. Too soon? You guys, I was nervous to do that joke. I was so nervous, and I thought about it. I was like, no way, Tara, screw that. This is your comedy set. And you are the only one that can kill it at the end. Yeah, thank you. Yes, yeah. And listen, just so we're clear where I stand as a person, I fully support a woman's right to choose. I do. Unless that choice is to keep it. Okay. We're overpopulated. Keep up. Okay. Oh, just one one quick new one. You know, when you get to a certain age, you know, as a creative single woman, no kids, you don't become a Karen. You become a sassy gay man. Like, my vibe is now, fuck off, everybody fuck off. I will be at home giving my plants a haircut. I just can't even. And then I wonder, like, why am I single? It's like, I'm so inviting, you know? It's a struggle. Let's talk about cultural differences. I have cultural misunderstandings all the fucking time. Like, I really do. Make some noise if you like going to the dentist. Who likes going to the dentist? Okay. There's always one fucking freak in the room. That's cool. No, I said that the other day at a comedy show, and some guy raised his hand. He goes, I love the dentist. I like the hands in my mouth. It's like, holy shit, Germany has something for everybody. Fucking hell, right? Like, oh my god. I know I've been living in Berlin far too long when at the end of a stressful day, I'm watching serial killer shows to relax. Yeah, I saw one the other day. It was called BTK, which stands for Bind, Torture, Kill. That's also a category on Berlin Tinder. Found that out the hard way. But back to this dentist, you guys. It was a total cultural misunderstanding. My German dentist tried to kill me. Yeah, so what happened is she's doing the cleaning, and I'm sitting back in the chair. My throat is filling up with water, and she wouldn't let me spit. You know, like every guy I've ever dated. You can laugh at that. It's familiar. So I was just like, what the fuck am I gonna do? So like, I'm giving her the signals like, stop, you know, like, give me the sucky thing, but she wouldn't stop. So I had to sit up and I spat water all across the dentist's office. Yeah, and I look at her and I'm practicing my German. I'm trying. So like, I in my best German, I was like, Hallo! Entschuldigung! Entschuldigung, nicht so viel Wasser! And she looked at me and straight up, you know what she said to me? She goes, I'm sorry, my English is not so good. I was like, woman, this wasn't English. No, this was stop. But then I just thought, okay, this has got to be like a cultural misunderstanding, right? It's just a cultural misunderstanding. So I did the right thing. I emailed her, and I'm super glad I did. It was just a cultural misunderstanding. I explained to her the situation, and she explained to me that she was definitely trying to kill me. You know, something about Auslander Rouse, I don't know. Oh yeah, do we want to end dark or end filthy? Let's end a little filthy. Anyone here trying to date when they're older? 30s, 40s, make some fucking noise? Yeah. All right. Same guy. Yeah. This guy's got some issues. Yeah. Giddy up. All right. What about 20s? Who's in their 20s? Give me a cheer. You lucky bastards. It's a lot harder to date when you're older, right? Because like when you're in your 20s, it's easy. You got time. It's so easy. You know, it's easy in the fact that like it doesn't matter so much, right? It's not so heavy. It's like booking a trip. Like you book an airline and you're like, let's see where this goes, right? Yeah. Dating when you're older is a lot like when I book Ryanair. Because I look down at my date and I'm like, I am ashamed I am riding this. But it was the only one available at the time. Yeah, I like being single. There's certain things I don't like about being single though. For example, I don't like vibrators. No, I like the feeling of a vibrator. I just don't like the sound of a vibrator. Yeah, we all know the sound of a vibrator. Yeah, man. Yeah. What does the sound of a vibrator make? Yeah, man. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Now we know more about his sex life. Yeah. It's distracting. It's not a very natural sound. And I like things natural, right? So like, I'm actually a dildo girl because I want things to look realistic, and I want them to feel realistic, and I want them to sound realistic. Yeah. I do, which is why I think they should sound like this. Yeah! Yeah, man! I'll get the dildo if you need to. Don't touch me! And then I think they should say this. So, can we just keep things casual then? That's a realistic sex toy. You guys have been so cute. I have been Tara. Thank you very